Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I have a very much interesting video for you guys. Now in this video I will talk about the Garuda Linux. You don't know what is Garuda Linux? Garuda Linux is actually an Arch based Linux distribution and the origin of it is India. Yes, India, Namaste India. That's like. And Garuda Linux actually comes with some different flavors. KDE Dragonized edition, one is KDE Dragonized Gaming edition, one gnome and Latte, xfce, cinnamon. So all these type of Garuda Linux different flavors you will get freely actually. And Garuda Linux uses the modern Linux Zen kernel. Okay, normal kernel you know it is widely used, but the Zen kernel is actually optimized for the desktop users, so that it is very much user responsive, and VRAM is enabled by default in the Garuda Linux. Now Garuda Linux actually a futuristic looking operating system that gives you an elegant look, eye-catching look, and also some great enhancement in the productivity. That means you can do anything, you will get the latest software because it's Arch based. And also looking wise it's really good. And the recommended thing is that you install it in the real hardware, not in the virtual machine. You can install, but the performance will be something in lower side, right? And also if you doing the dual boot, okay, you can do that. You basically use as a dual booting operating system, but but it is recommended to use the Garuda Linux only one operating system in your desktop. Okay, but dual booting will be no problem there. Okay, so you can do that basically. So in this video we will talk about that how you can install the Garuda Linux in your system or in the virtual box, and also we will talk about that how much interesting things, tools the Garuda Linux have, and how you can customize the Garuda Linux. And also we will show you that Garuda Linux KDE Dragonized Gaming Edition. So if you love gaming and Linux, you want to gaming in Linux, so Garuda Linux may be your great choice for gaming, because in the gaming edition a lot of pre-installed application you will see, such as Lutras, such as Wine, Proton, GE Proton, and also some emulators are there, right? So Steam OS is already installed, so you will get the gaming things already pre-installed and also some games. Okay, so you will actually feel comfortable when you install the Garuda Linux. It will support the NVIDIA graphics driver also. So that's all for the introduction part, and if you are new to my channel, then of course subscribe my channel, hit the notification bell icon. So now without further delay, let's see that how much interesting this Garuda Linux is. So you can see this is the boot menu of the Garuda Linux, and basically now I have to go to the boot with open source drivers, right? So I will just hit enter and just wait a minute to automatically detect the drivers for my hardware. And this is the splash screen. You can see very nice little impressive splash screen, and you can see this is the Garuda Linux Talon, and you can see a lot of options are there. And basically now I will install the system. I will just cut it and install Garuda. Just single click and the Garuda will start up. I have to click next. So the default keyboard is American English, and then I have to choose my time zone. So just choosing the time zone, Kolkata, and click next. And this is the keyboard layout. You can see, and this is the keyboard. So just hit next. And now in this part, basically I have already operating system installed in my system, LMD5 and Windows 10. So I want to actually replace the LMD5 with this Garuda Linux. So what I have to do is that just manual partitioning. Right, so just click manual partitioning and then click next. Now you can see all my partitions are here, right? So you can see all my partitions are here right now, and basically what I have to do is so you can see that in dev sda3 I have to edit that partition, and I have to format and give the file system name. So default is BTRFS for Garuda Linux, and so I'm choosing BTRFS, right? And mount point, now basically mount point will be root, so just slash, hit OK. So this is the main partition, right? And also in dev sda9 you can see this is the ESP partition. This is my ESP partition. I will keep this partition, right? And the mount point will be boot EFI, right? So this is the ESP partition to boot in the UEFI firmware, so this is necessary. And the third partition will be swap partition. So in dev sda7 I have swap partition, so you can just keep this partition, right? And mount point will be Linux swap, so no changes will be there. Okay, so 3 partitions are ready. Okay, so dev sda3 will be my root partition, dev sda9 will be my ESP partition, and 7 will be swap partition, and then hit next or click next. Alright, so now I have to choose some username. Okay, so you can see I have created my user account, and basically now I will just hit next, right? And so this is all the thing, the preview of the partitions, right? So this is the thing. So just install it. So just click install. Garuda is about to change your disk, no problems, install now. Now the Garuda Linux will be installed in my system, so you have to just wait a little bit. You can see that it is now, and also some information you will see, so you have to just wait for some time. Alright, so this is the brand new Garuda Linux KDE Gragonized Gaming Edition. And you can see this is a very nice little look, and this the wallpaper is really great to look at, and this is the Latte dock. Okay, so this is very much impressive, very smooth, and the animations are really smooth. You can see animations are really smooth, and this is the application launcher. All the application you will see here. So this is a great look. This is the KDE desktop environment. So first of all, just see some system specification. Alright, so you just see, and also you can see when I am maximizing the window, it gives the global menu here. So all the menu you will see here. So global menu is supported, and this is console, and you can see about the console. And so this is the system specs. So Garuda Linux and kernel 5.19 it is using. So Zen Kernel, so Linux Zen Kernel it is using, optimized for the PC performance. And you can see some packages, so the Pacman packages and shell version, resolution, and KDE Plasma 5.25 it is using 0.4, right? So latest version you will get, and the window manager is KWin X11. Wayland is actually not that good in the KDE desktop environment, okay, but the work is in progress, right? And so now theming is Sweet Dark, so this theming is awesome, yeah, awesome of course, and theming is Kevandam, and all the things you can see some graphics, and memory it is taking 1.4 gigabytes it is taking, so that not that much compared to the other operating systems like Windows. So it's really good. So in low specs PC you can install also the Garuda Linux, right? So it is taking just 1.4 gigabytes of RAM. And now we will see what are the applications are pre-installed in the gaming edition. So basically in the development section you can see some Kate, okay, just text editor, advanced text editor, and some developmental tool. You can see the Qt developmental tool and micro, this text editor, and this is the gaming edition. So a lot of games are already pre-included. You can see Bomber, Chromium, BSU, DOSBox, and lot more, giving Bounce, and you can see some games are already pre-installed here. And oh my god, so that's really cool. So it's ready for gaming actually. You can see K-Space Duel, lot of games are already pre-installed, right? And also the Steam is already pre-installed, Steam native, that means this is actually to play the Windows games also you can play. So this is already pre-installed. Also Lutris is pre-installed. Okay, so and now coming to the graphics, and you can see some graphics things have installed, graphic applications. Ocular is the document viewer, and you can see this now in the internet. The Firegragon is the default browser. Now when I'm opening the Firegragon, now actually Firegragon is focused on the privacy and the strict privacy policy it is using, actually strict privacy policy. But yeah, Firegragon is also good, and it comes with the inbuilt blocker, ad blocker, mu ad blocker, you can see, and mu block. Actually when you go to the add-ons, it comes with the inbuilt ad blocker and plus plasma integration, right, and XML browser monitor. So these things. And now basically this actually follow the strict blocking. Actually Firegragon using strict blocking of the tracking protection. So tracking protection is at a high level. So actually it is good, but in sometimes it is bad when actually suppose you are viewing the YouTube. So when you playing the YouTube, so you will face some problem. The video will not play in the proper way, and some problem you will occur definitely in the YouTube. I have faced already. So what you have to do, you just install the Firefox browser. Okay, so the problem will be solved. So you can basically install the Firefox, but for the privacy the Firegragon is really good. Okay, you can see there is the strict blocking, enhanced tracking protection. So and you can't actually change this setting, but in the Firefox you can change the setting. You can change the strictness of the tracking protection. So this is the Firegragon browser, you can see. So this is the default browser, right, and it is actually comes from the Firefox. All right, so this is the Firegragon browser. And now let's see some other apps. Okay, this is the activity overview. Okay, so this is the activity overview. Now coming to the system settings. Okay, just I'm going to the system settings. Okay, first of all, just look at the apps, and you can see some gems, DSP, and now OBS Studio, and these things have installed. VLC Media Player. I've installed actually some application in VLC. And Office, LibreOffice is not installed by default, but you can install it later. Now in the settings you can see, now this is the Garuda Setting Manager. Now this is very important. Now Garuda Setting Manager, hardware configuration, kernel configuration, language pack, user account, time, keyboard, you can actually edit those things in the Garuda settings. And also in the system setting you can do more thing. Okay, just go to the system setting, and it looks really great. So this is the system setting, you can see. So light and dark theme you can switch, and also the animation speed you can adjust from directly from here. Suppose just you see, now this is the animation speed I'm talking about. Now this is, you can see. So this is a medium speed. So if you going to the slow section, suppose this, and apply, now you will see some slow animation. Now I'm minimizing, just see. Alright, so can you see? So this is the slow animation. Okay, so whatever you like, you can adjust the slow or fast animation, and you can actually now come to the appearance section. You can see great themes have installed in this sweet theme and this sweetified plasma. These are actually great theme, and also you can change to the default KDE theme, that is the breeze light or breeze dark, and also you can tweak the themes in some with some things. You can see the application style, plasma style, and you can choose the accent colors. So you can choose any accent color from here, or you can choose from the current wallpaper. Okay, so you can choose that, right? And window decoration, you can see window decoration. So this is plastic, sweet, so some decorations you can see, right? And now fonts, you can adjust the fonts and icons. Okay, and also you can install install from the internet. Suppose get new icons. So actually when you connected to the internet, so you can install other icons from the internet very easily. Okay, so you can see some icons are there, so you can install very easily, and you can sort it by you can sort it by, suppose highest rated first. So you can sort it like this, and and you can see, so some theme and also icons you can install from here, right? Always, that's cool thing. Now cursor, now you can see some cursors are there, right? And also splash screen, that means when the system boots up and after the login, you will see some splash screen, and nice splash screen you will see. This is for the gaming edition, and this is for the normal Gragonized edition, right? So you can change, and also this is the default breeze. And then workspace behavior, you can see. Now I have already made a video on a KDE Plasma customization. Just click the I button and watch that video. Okay, I have discussed in detail all the desktop effects and all the things I have mentioned earlier. So just you can watch that video, and screen edges, all the things you can actually. All right, so just all right. All right, so you can change anything basically. All right, and so virtual desktop, you can switch between those, and these settings you know already. Okay, I have mentioned earlier. Input devices, so I will just specify the and the Thunderbolt option you can see in the gaming edition. This option is new here, Thunderbolt. So if you have some Thunderbolt port, so you can adjust the settings from here also. And display and monitor, you can change the refresh rate. If you have some gaming laptop, then you will see some higher refresh rate, that is 144 Hz or 120 Hz. You can change the compositor, right? You can change the compositor, and audio, you can adjust the audios, right? So that's very cool. And this is the about the system. So 5.2, 5.4 KDE it is using, and Zen Kernel. Okay, now coming to the Garuda Linux specific softwares. Suppose I think one welcome is there. Yeah, Garuda welcome. So when you install the first time, this will appear, and lot of settings can be adjusted from here. So Garuda Assistant, Garuda Gamer, Garuda Setting Manager, all the things. Now suppose Garuda Assistant, right? And you will see some Garuda Assistant. All right, so you can update the total system, refresh the mirror list, refresh keyring, install reinstall all packages, and you can see edit repositories, and also clear caches, and also in the also you can see some system components, right? So you can adjust various settings from the Garuda Assistant, you can see, right? So this is the Garuda Assistant, And the Garuda Gamer, this is specially for the gaming edition, but also in other edition this option is there. But here some gaming application are already pre-installed, and you can see the check boxes. All the checked items are pre-installed in the gaming edition. So some launcher, the Steam is very much popular launcher to play games. Okay, this is the Steam, and also you can see some each, and bottles are really great, and Lutris is a great game manager, and Wine, it is the Windows utility program. That means with the Wine you can actually play, actually you can install Windows softwares in Linux. And Proton GE, now Proton GE and Proton Tricks, these are specifically developed from Wine and to play the games. Okay, so this is developed by the Valve Corporation, and so Proton is already pre-installed, you can see, and some tools are already installed, and you can see some apps. Yeah, apps already pre-installed for the gaming. To if you want to stream your game, so use OBS Studio. This is the #1 streaming app for the gamers. And also some effects, you can see easy effects, and all the items you can actually install. And if you suppose you want to install this, so just check the box and hit apply, so you will that software will be installed. And also games, now some games are already pre-installed, the boxes are checked, and that are the pre-installed, and also you can install very easily from here the other games also. Right, so Acrade, you can see some Chromium, BSU, all these games are pre-installed. And if you want to install some other game, just click the checkbox and hit apply. So that's cool. And also some emulators you will see. Suppose DOSBox, so you can play the DOSBox games, right? And also some emulators you can see. So a lot of emulators, a lot of options you are getting in the gaming edition. Okay, you can see. That's really nice, and all right. And now setting manager, and Garuda network assistant, just see. Okay, I have to give the password, root password, and so you can see some create Wi-Fi hotspot. Okay, geocloud, and you can see a lot of options are here, right? And Linux drivers, Windows drivers, you can see. Garuda boot option, that's really cool, and administrative privilege it requires. And so boot options, so you can see now boot to, now actually in the Garuda grub you can see which operating system you will boot. I am in dual booting, so I also have the Windows boot manager. So whatever operating system I want to boot in the first boot, so you can just choose from here, and this will actually modify the grub configuration file of the Garuda Linux. And the theming you can change and enable theme. Now some themes are installed here, you can see some grub themes. These are the grub themes. So yeah, Gragonized theme is really good, I like that. Okay, so I'm not changing, right? So the Garuda boot option is really greatly developed. Okay, so this will give you a graphical user interface to edit the grub configuration, and also the timeout you can change from here. All right, so and the quick access, now also root password, and so quick access. Okay, I don't need that. And system cleaner, so this is already this is an application to clean your system, the junk files. Okay, so all you can actually the Stacer app will be installed when you click here. Okay, so Stacer app is a great app. Okay, I will make a separate video on that. To the Stacer app actually used to clean up the system, to actually enable or disable the startup applications, and lot more. You can do that. BTRFS Assistant, now you know that BTRFS is the default file system of the Garuda Linux, not ext4, it's BTRFS. and you can adjust some settings of the BTRFS file system. You can see the sub volumes and snapper settings, BTRFS maintenance. Okay, so you can adjust some settings of that file type. And partition manager, yeah, partition manager, you know, that's the KDE partition manager. Okay, the same thing in the KDE. Okay, and you can see that ZRAM is actually enabled with the Linux swap. Okay, so this makes the operating system more user responsive. Okay, more responsive operating system. All right, and you can add or remove software. Okay, and chaotic or repository you can see, and the GitLab and all the things you can see. So that's the Garuda Linux welcome. So that's very much good. And now I will see I will show you guys that configure desktop. So basically some great wallpapers you will see here in the Garuda Linux. Very beautiful. Actually, looking wise, Garuda Linux is really great. Great look, great wallpapers. You can see the wallpapers are really great. Okay, you can see the wallpapers are really good. Suppose I am using this wallpaper, just apply, and the blurry effect is really good. You can see some blurry effect, right? Okay, that's cool. You can see some blurring effect. I'm just showing you. Just now see. Now this is the wallpaper, you can see, and when I am focusing this window, just clicking the window, and you will see the wallpaper is blur. So that effect is really futuristic, gives it a futuristic look. So futuristic OS type this thing. You can see the blurry effect. I like it very much. So awesome. This work is awesome, really. And let's look at some other wallpapers also. And this is the okay. So that's really cool. You can see. There's a great dragon. Okay, Gragonized. All right, and this is our Garuda logo, Garuda edge. Garuda actually bird, actually predator bird, and it's in India. From ancient time we call it the Garuda bird. Okay, so in the mythology also the Indians use the Garuda. Okay, so basically you can see that. Okay, now I'm just changing this wallpaper to the default wallpaper. This is the default wallpaper, right? All right, and now basically KDE Connect is really great app, and modem manager this is really nice. And so the utility system settings, wine. Okay, this is not for drinking. Okay, wine is actually to run the Windows application in Linux, right? Not for drinking. Okay, and in the upper panel you can see this is nice little calendar. You can see some times and dates, and this is the notification area. Okay, some quick access you will see. All right, and you can see display brightness and battery. You can see battery health is also showing. All right, and also clipboard contents, right? Clipboard and Bluetooth. You can access the Bluetooth from here. So that's very much polished operating system. And this is the some overview effect. Okay, and now this is the Dolphin file manager, right? This is the Dolphin file manager. You can see all the latest version you will see. Now since it is an Arch based Linux distribution, so of the all latest software packages you will get in this, but there is a stability problem may happen. So just it is advisable to make the backup. Okay, to make the backup actually. Okay, so Otherwise it is really good. And you can see this is the Latte dock, and it's really impressive. And to install the software, either you can use the command line, the pacman, or you can use the Octopi. So this is the Octopi, this is the software manager, and you can install or remove the softwares from this. It is actually looks like Synaptic Package Manager, the utility is like that. And you can see a lot of packages you will see here, and also some categories or groups you can see. Suppose you want to install some desktop environment. Suppose the cute fish desktop environment you want to install. So just right click. Okay, so you will see when you click the cute fish, actually all the application related to it appears here. You have to just install all these applications to install the cute fish desktop environment. And if you want to install Deepin, so you have to install all these packages, right? So some groups, these groups are really helpful to install some another desktop environment, suppose the gnome. So if you want to install gnome, now when you install gnome, actually it will give you the latest gnome, right? So that category wise division is really helpful actually. Also Maui shell, you can in the Nitrux OS, this Maui shell is there. And also LXD, LXQT, Mate, you can see. Okay, Pantheon desktop. So all desktop environments you can see in the one place, and you can install it very easily. Okay, no problem with that. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Of course, some X apps are also there. All right. So this is the Octopi. This is the Octopi, right? And it's really a nice graphical user interface for the Garuda Linux to install or remove the applications. So that's really cool. And this is the Latte dock. Suppose right clicking this, and you can edit the dock, okay, or configure Latte. So configure Latte. So Latte dock is actually very modern looking dock. Okay, some preferences you can see, and parabolic effect you can see from adjust from here. And this is when this is the parabolic effect, you can see some zooming effect you will see, right? And also if I right click here, and okay, these are the layouts, so you can edit layouts. Okay, so you can edit layouts, right? And also some other customization you can do, suppose edit dock, and yeah, that's really great. That's really good. And you can see the behavior. So the position, top, bottom, left, right, and alignment, okay, center, right, left, and visibility, okay, so always visible, or you can say the auto hide, okay, dodge active, and delay. And you can see actions, okay, mouse over action and clicking action, and the appearance. You can see the items, okay, so the size and actual size, that means when you hover the mouse, size actually changes, increases. So you can adjust those sizes, okay, normal size and increased size, and the length and the margin and the color, okay. So you can see the colors and the background. You can actually change the background, and also effects. In the effects tab, we'll see some shadows, some animations, okay, some animations you can see. Okay, suppose X2 animation, let's see. Oh, so this is lower animation, I think, and this is much slower animation, I think. And also indicators, okay, so Windows 10 like, Plasma like. All right, you can see some changes, right? Okay, so that's cool. So this is a very modern dock, the Latte dock. It is still in the development stage, but Garuda Linux implements it so well, okay, that it looks like awesome actually. Yeah, of course. So this Latte dock is awesome, and also terminal is awesome, right? You can do anything in the terminal. Okay, so that's all for the Garuda Linux today. If you are enjoying this video, then of course like the video and share to your friends and tell your friends. And if you are Indian, then of course share to your friends. And again, you can see this is a futuristic OS, and this is the polished OS, modern OS, good for gaming and good for all day-to-day tasks. So it's really great. So, and also some other options are there. Suppose some other desktop environments flavors are there. So I'm just taking you to the Garuda website. Okay, Garuda Linux. Okay, so Garuda Linux, just I'm typing, and this is the home page of the garuda.org, and this is the Garuda logo. You can see the Garuda bird. Okay, and that's awesome. And you can see in the download, when you and some things you have to now understand that these are the, okay, just hit downloads, and you can see the minimum system requirements. So 30 GB storage, 4 GB RAM, and video card. Okay, but no problem with any graphics card, and 64-bit system. Now install process. Okay, so you can easily install that. And recommendation. Okay, so dual booting actually it says that dual booting will give you some error, but dual booting is really nice. I'm doing the dual booting. Okay, just my system has dual booting, so no problem with that. And this is optimized for real hardware, so don't use in VirtualBox, because the responsiveness will be gone in the VirtualBox, right? So don't use in VirtualBox. And the live, if you are using the live system, then Garuda username, password, and Garuda. Now you can see some flavors of the Garuda Linux. So this is the main flavor, Garuda KDE Gragonized, and also a gaming edition is there. So Garuda Gragonized gaming edition, which I am using. So if and suppose to download this, actually, okay, some other, let's see some other. So Garuda Gnome. So this is really focused for the works. Okay, some day-to-day works, really beautiful latest Gnome. So to actually just here you can see, you can either download from the SourceForge, or you can download via torrent or direct. Or now packages, you can see, that means what packages are pre-installed and what are their versions. You can see all these are all pre-installed packages on that flavor, and also you can see the version number, right? So all application you will see the version numbers, right? So just you can check it and then download. Then Garuda Cinnamon, and you can see all the desktop environments are looks very good. Looking wise, it's very good, very nicely optimized, all the desktop environments you can see. And Garuda xfce, right? And Garuda Mate edition, and Garuda LXQT, Kwin, and Wayfire, and Sway, and i3wm, and Garuda QLite. And this is the Garuda Linux KDE Lite. Okay, and KDE GIT. This edition actually gives you the latest KDE. Okay, so the latest Plasma release, suppose 5.26 release currently, so you will get from here. So this is the latest Plasma release as you will get in the KDE Neon distro. So that KDE you will get here, the KDE GIT. So all these flavors you can download, you can use. All the flavors are really good. I have also tested the Cinnamon edition. It's really awesome, really fast, and it is actually faster than the Linux Mint Cinnamon edition, right? Okay, so that's all for today's video. If you like the video, then share it to your friends. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next video very soon. Till then, take care and goodbye.